Hello everyone and welcome back to Jenna Voice. So as I've been saying in recent videos, I'm leaving very soon to go to Italy to sing the role of Zerlina in a production of Don Giovanni. So I thought it'd be a great time to make a video all about Zerlina. Alright, so who is Zerlina? So in the opera Don Giovanni, Zerlina is a younger female of more of a lower class stature who is betrothed to the character Mozart. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear about Zerlina is that she's just a big flirt, and here's why I strongly disagree with that idea of her. So from the very beginning of the opera, she's presented as this innocent peasant girl engaged to Mozart, and I really think she has this innocence about her. I think she's grown up in a sheltered life. She's kind of known the same people her entire life. Mozart was kind of a predictable marriage, and I think this was just a very natural next step for her in her life, and Mozart ended up being the man that she was going to marry. Now, when Don Giovanni enters the scene, he very quickly seduces her, and it seems as though she is very, very much interested in him by the end of their first duet. Now, is this unfaithful? Some people would argue that it is, that Zerlina wanted to be with Don Giovanni the entire time, or any other man that came along, but I disagree. As evidence would suggest from Leporello's earlier aria, Don Giovanni has been with thousands of women. He knows exactly what he is doing when it comes to seducing any sort of woman. In addition, when examining the characters of Don Giovanni and Mozart, I don't think there could be two more polar opposite characters. Don Giovanni is extremely assertive. Mozart, as we see throughout the opera, has a lot of insecurities and seems to be a lot more unsure of himself in comparison to Don Giovanni. In addition, I think this is the first time Zerlina has experienced a man who has been so aggressive sexually towards her, and it's very new and exciting for her. While she may seem very interested in Don Giovanni, also consider anything she ever does with him is never done without extreme coercion or force. The only person we ever really see Zerlina put sexual advances towards is her husband. We never see her flirt with any other men, and with Don Giovanni, he is always the one making advances towards her. I am by no means trying to say that Zerlina is a perfect character without any flaws. That frankly does not exist. Every single character has a set of flaws. However, I really think that a lot of ideas about her are misconstrued because she seems faithless with Don Giovanni. Frankly, any woman that's with Don Giovanni could be considered faithless by the way that he is able to coerce and force his way with them. Despite everything that happens between Zerlina and Don Giovanni and Mozart, I really think that Zerlina and Mozart's relationship by the end of the opera is the only relationship that has a chance of being saved and healthy after all of the drama with Don Giovanni. So I think that really states to her faithfulness to her husband throughout the entire opera and her wanting for their relationship to survive. Frankly, at any point of the opera, she could have decided to leave Mozart for Don Giovanni, but she never does that. She always tries to keep him and remind him of her faithfulness to him. So before you go and judge Zerlina, I ask you to consider those few points about her and her progression through the opera as a character. So those are my thoughts on Zerlina. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you've sung this role before or you know the opera really well, leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts. This was a newer kind of video for me. I'm hoping that I can do more kind of character thoughts and analysis in the future as I do more roles. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.